Hi, and welcome to Face the Facts, a fitness show. I'm your host, Natalie. Have you ever been to the gym and saw the free weights and saw the machines and then looked over and said, I want to play basketball? Picked up this ball and said, whoa, what is this? This is called a medicine ball. And there are so many exercises and activities that you can do with this ball to get a great workout on. So before we even get it started, we're going to have a little chit chat with our host today, or our guest host, AJ Glockle-Hood. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. So before we get started and you showing us awesome exercises to do with this, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get started into fitness? Because I know everybody isn't just born coming out of the womb and starting to exercise. So how did you get involved?
I mean, I've always been in fitness most of my life. I started in college, I ran track, and
me too! Awesome!
I loved it. I've always, weightlifting, everything's been a part of my life. I ended up going into the insurance business though to try to help people, but then I started realizing, what am I doing? My passion is fitness. So I decided to become a trainer after moving back from California, and decided it was time to go after that passion and really try to help change people's lives, especially ones who are not quite sure how to work out, what to do. They're, gaining a lot of weight, they have no stamina, no energy, and it's like, okay, I can help that,
Right.
And when you see the changes in people's bodies when they, decide to make a decision for themselves, they decide it's time to do something. Those that are committed, when they come to me, it makes my job so much easier, because that passion takes them to whole new levels of losing the weight, getting the stamina, and their endurance up.
And when you see somebody's body actually changing, how does that make you feel?
It thrills me. I get excited for them, and then it pushes me even further to take them to a new level.
Wonderful. So you teach at a gym, correct?
Yes, I do.
What exercise? I know you personal train people individually, but you also have a class?
I do. I have a class called Afterburn. Afterburn is a full endurance resistance class. It's challenging.
Yes, trust me, I know. I'm in the class. I know. It kicks my butt.
She's one of my best. She's my athletic one.
Thank you.
But the people that try it, at first they're going, oh, this is too hard, but yet they find themselves wanting to get to that level. They want to try to achieve it. They want to be able to do it easier, and their bodies are changing very quickly with it, because it's a 50-minute class where you've got a lot of cardio, but you're getting a full body resistance routine in.
Okay, so question, when somebody who barely works out, maybe just getting started, and they're starting to work out, how do they push themselves? Like, how important is it to push yourself, and when do you know to stop, like I'm taking it too far?
I can tell by the looks on their faces, I can tell by their body language if it's just too much for them. I don't want them to get so discouraged or hurt so bad that they give up. Yes. I don't want to be that sore. But I let them know up front they're going to be somewhat sore, and that's a good thing. That means their body's working, they're challenging their muscles to make changes. In my class, I make sure to tell them, don't try to keep up with the ones that have always been doing it, because this is their journey. They need to take care of their own journey and what they're doing for themselves. So if they can't do 15 reps, do 8.
So go at your own pace.
Yes.
But push yourself a little.
Yes.
So let's say this week we do 5 reps, then maybe next week we can try for 6, and then after that 7. So work your way up to the amount of reps you can do. Awesome. So tell us about a medicine ball. What's so great about this ball?
What is so awesome about this ball is, first off, it is weighted. There's several different weights. You can go from anything from 4 on up. Okay, 4 pounds. What you want to do is when you pick one of these up, realize that you can do a full body workout with one of these things. It gives you that resistance and challenge that you need to get the extra calorie burn, and also help get your muscles to be stronger.
Awesome. Okay, so you're ready to show us some exercises that we can do?
Absolutely.
We're going to bring in our expert example, Terrence. He's always a great help in showing us how to do some stuff. So Terrence, you ready to get a good workout on?
I'm ready.
Okay, AJ, go ahead and work him out good.
Okay. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to start with some shoulder work. Okay, when you have a weighted ball like this, if you have the ball down holding here. You're going to bring it up to a level position, and this is going to work his shoulder area. So when you're coming down, you want to do like maybe 3 sets of 15, and it's just up and down and just giving you that good burn that you'll start getting from the tops of your arms. So that's one thing you can do for the shoulder area.
Can you turn to the side so that we can see? Now, how high up should he go with this?
He wants to go to level, okay, to keep that tension the entire time. He's going to want to hold his core in to support his back. So as you're doing this, you're also getting core work in by getting the stability of supporting his lower back as well.
Now, quick question. You say core, and a lot of our viewers may not know that's a fitness term. So what is core?
The core is your whole stability of your body, okay? It's all the way around. So if you have a tighter core that supports your back, it supports your abs, everything is working together to give you that strength, to have good posture, to be able to function.
So the core of your body, pretty much the center of your body.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, now another exercise that's really good to help build out chest exercises, because women especially are a lot weaker in their upper bodies. Men tend to be a little bit stronger. But what we're going to do is have Terrence go down on the floor, and we're going to have him put the ball down, and he's going to put one palm onto the ball, and he's going to do a push-up. Okay, you can do these on your knees, or you can do them straight out.
So we'll do the knees first for the people who are just starting.
For people who are just starting, if you do your knees, you're going to want to do a push-up, and you see how Terrence is bringing his buttocks as well as his whole body all the way down. You don't want to keep your buttocks in the air. You want to make sure you bring it down as he's doing right now. So as he goes down, what you want to do is start out with anywhere from 8 to 10 on each side. Once he does that side, he's going to move the ball over to the other hand, and he will also...
And can you face the camera so that we can see what you look like in the front? Yes. Wonderful. So one hand is on the ground, the other hand is on the ball, and he's staying stable. How is this helping?
Working the whole chest area right now. This is a push-up, but it's a little advanced push-up. Now, if he can also come up onto his toes and do a full-length push-up, which will make it a little bit more difficult.
So question, is it important to stay flat?
Yes.
So don't have your behind sticking up.
Not have that.
Okay, that's cheating.
Level, it is very much cheating.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Terrence. Okay. So that's chest and shoulders.
Yes.
What else you got?
2 exercises on that one. What he can also do for now is to work his core area, which is the center of your body. He's going to be here. He's going to come down, and he's going to come over. And you're going to keep your hips straight. So you're going to come down, and you're going to go here. He's going to do that several times on each side. He's going to hold his stomach in very tightly so that he can get that full twist that will work his oblique area, and it's also helping him work his arms as well.
Now, is it okay for him to bend his arms while he's doing it? Do you have to stay flat?
It's better if you keep your arms straight to get the full
full extension.
that will also help engage his shoulders as well.
I see. That makes it more challenging.
More challenging.
Wonderful. So shoulders, your core, your legs as well, all that. That's a great full body exercise. Wonderful. What else you got?
Okay. Another thing that he would be really good at doing is you're going to do what's called a lunge. You're going to engage your core, you're going to work your obliques, and you're going to be able to, by doing this, going side to side, you're going to get your buttocks involved, your quads involved.
This is a good one. This one always is a challenge for me in your class.
He's going to hold his core tight, and he's going to bring it center. Good. So you'll take a step out, you'll go side to side, holding that core in as tight as you can each time you take that step out.
Now, question with that. I've seen some ladies, or just people in general, not really lunge, but they'll maybe take a step and squat down. What is the importance? Like, why should I stretch all the way out?
You should stretch out and also bring your knee as close as you can to the ground. That is to protect your knees. And it's also, when you're coming up from this lunge, make sure all of your weight is coming up through that heel. By making sure to do that, that's proper form. So you're here, when you go down, your knee does not want to go forward. If you go forward, that's going to cause knee pain or start developing knee pain. So you're straight down, you come back up through that heel, and come together.
Form is extremely important when you're exercising.
Important. If not, you set yourself up for injury, or you can start developing an injury that's going to show up later on.
Okay.
It's very, very important to keep your form.
Another question with that, when you lunge out, is it okay for me to lunge like this?
No.
Okay, so
You be straight up and down.
straight up. And I had to remember that over the years, do not bend over. Make sure you straight up. Your form is extremely important. The less injuries, the best.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, so we got some leg work in. What else? What else you got?
Okay. Another good one to do is if you have a partner at home, okay, which is really good, you're going to be back to back here. What you're going to do is he's going to toss the ball over, I grab it, and go over this side, okay? And you can start doing this at a faster pace, okay, by doing this.
Now, what is this exercising exactly?
What this is doing is this is working their, if you want to call the muffin top area.
Yes.
Working the obliques on the front, and it's also helping you burn calories because you're getting your heart beat up. Then you want to go from the other side and start turning this way.
Then rotate and go the opposite direction.
Do the opposite direction on this.
Awesome,
Okay?
awesome. Now, quick question with that. I noticed that Terrence has weight gloves on, and this is a rubber ball. Are weight gloves good to use while you're using this because your hands might get rough?
You can grip this without the gloves.
Okay, good.
A lot of people like using the gloves. I mean, it's just a personal preference, but you can get away because of the design on the ball itself. It's not really slippery.
Not as harsh. Gotcha. Okay.
So another exercise that is really good is if you want to do a squat. Okay. Squat, you can either have the ball yourself. Okay, which you're coming here. Okay. Another one, you can go here and then up.
Push up.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you're engaging, again, the shoulders and the quads. So you're going to hold your core very tight. You see how straight up Terrence is. He's not bending over. He's not going back. He's straight up and down. And you notice how his knees are not coming forward either. You want to make sure that it's like you're going down into a chair. Okay, like you're sitting down in a chair. And to get an extra benefit, if you will squeeze your buttocks when you come up, that will help you work your buttocks as well as your quads. It's working your shoulders by going up. So you're getting all different exercises in one sitting here.
So question, while he's doing that, is it better to go quick or do you get a full exercise the slower you go?
If you are a beginner and if you need to get your form and work on your form, go slower. And just really contract the muscles as you're going up. Think about what you're doing, which body part you're working. When you're working out, if you will focus on that body part itself, you will get so much more benefit out of it. Anybody can sit here and just do a bicep curl all day long, but if you're here and you're squeezing and you're focusing and seeing that muscle tense up, you will get so much more out of that exercise itself, and you don't need a whole lot of weight to do that.
Right. So squeeze, tight, meaning tighten your muscles while you're doing it. Flex your muscles.
Yes.
So you're saying flex my back, my behind muscles, my glutes, and then is it good to kind of bring it forward, squeeze in, so almost bending forward as you're doing it.
Squeeze.
Good. Go ahead and give it a try. Because he gave me the look just now that meant I don't think that's going to work. Go ahead and give it a try. Bring it back. Squeeze. Are you feeling that? All right, let's.
So he can do it this way, or he can add that extra little push going up to add. Okay.
Good.
Another way he can do that is also bringing the weight down. So he's here and bringing it up. Here, bringing it up.
Another way to do a squat.
Good.
And shoulders, working the shoulders at the same time.
And squat at the same time.
Awesome. You feeling any kind of burn?
Yes, I am.
And of course, the heavier the ball, he's definitely going to feel it more in his shoulders and doing that extra squeeze.
So question, with someone who may be a little bit more curvier, not as in shape as you are, and may have knee problems, is it okay if they can't squat all the way down?
Yes, most definitely. Some people have that flexibility. I unfortunately am not one because I have gone through severe knee pain and a lot of damage from running. Okay.
Yes.
So a lot of people, when they go down, at least if you go to a 90-degree angle, okay? Others can go way down. They can go past the 90 degrees and go back up.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And it is, again, on the squats, important to keep your chest up.
Up and or tight.
With doing that, does it help to keep your chin up? Is that something that helps people?
There's a lot of times where, especially if you're squatting in a weight room, if you do keep your head up, it does help you keep your body upright. So if you struggle with it leaning forward, if you keep your head up while you're doing this, that will help your body stay more
Wonderful.
upright.
Good tip. Very good tip. Very good tip.
Another one is if you have a partner, you can toss the ball to each other
Let's give it a shot.
and go into a squat.
Okay.
You want to toss it kind of high so the person's catching it in mid-air, going down into a squat.
Okay. Oh, just like that. Wonderful. Yep, I feel like this is going to make me go out of breath essentially. But I am feeling a good workout in my glutes, my hamstring, my quads, the whole leg, and my shoulders. Wonderful. So let's say I'm at home by myself and I don't have a partner. Is it okay if I just do this on my own? The same feature.
Absolutely.
Good. That is a really good exercise, and we just did like 3 tosses, but that's great. Great
Another
options.
one that you can do for your legs is you can be here going down, okay, getting the full extension on the side so you're here. Again, try to keep your head up so you're not leaning over like this, because that will start eventually hurting your lower back. But coming here, touch, back here, touching the ground again. Okay?
Okay, try some.
Now with this exercise, how important is it to lunge out wide?
It is very important if you want to get that inner thigh.
Okay.
That inner thigh is where you're...
Oh, so this is really working your inner thigh. So I'm pigeon-toed, and oftentimes my foot will turn in and this one will lift up. Is it important to keep your foot placement? You know, my feet, I do this all the times, and then I'll end up rolling this up. So do I need to keep that foot flat?
It's good if you can try, but the main thing is trying to get that side lunge to make that work.
Gotcha.
And getting that extra little
Stretch that long, yeah, stretch out. Good. So that's really gonna, you might be sore tomorrow, Terrence, doing all these lower body exercises.
I might be, but I like it.
Okay, what else we got? What else?
Okay,
This is
another
fun.
thing that we can do with the ball is I'm gonna have you sit down on the floor. Okay, now you're gonna take this ball, you're gonna lay back flat on the ground, you're gonna bend your legs up. Okay, the medicine ball is gonna go overhead. Okay, you're gonna come up and follow your body and then reach up.
I'm going to come up and
Take
follow
up
my
into a
body.
crunch and come up.
He wasn't ready.
I wasn't. Let's try it again.
So it's not as easy as it
Come
looks.
back down.
Yep, come back down, following your body. Back, okay? So again, you're getting your core. You are also getting your shoulders involved again, and your arms, your biceps to try to help like lift this up.
Gotcha. So take a quick break. When you say follow your body, the ball needs to be as close as it can to his body. All right, let's see it, see it again, and stretch all the way up. Another question with that, should he stretch up to the sky or is he pushing forward?
If he goes up, that gives him that extra little bit on his shoulders.
On his shoulders. Where are you feeling it, Terrence?
In my shoulders, in my triceps, in my abs.
So it's a good upper body exercise.
A little bit in my glutes.
Wonderful.
Because he's having to squeeze his glutes in order to keep his stability to bring that ball up.
Can he do this without the ball?
He can do it without the ball.
Is it harder to do it without the ball?
Yeah, it probably would be.
Okay, because the ball's kind of helping him stay stable. Wonderful.
Okay. Now you're going to sit up kind of in position, but leaning back enough to have a lot of torque on your core area. Now you're going to go side to side, keeping your hips straight, touching the floor each side. So you go 1, 1, 2, 2. So this is working the whole oblique area of your abs.
Then he's turning into it, so it's really a good crunch.
Also the back is helping kind of the muffin top area that us ladies might experience sometimes.
And how many on each side would one do, especially if they're just starting out? How many would you recommend?
I would recommend anywhere from 12 to 15, and just, you know, go as fast as you want. If you go faster, you're burning more calories. If you want to really focus and tight on that core, go a little bit slower.
I like to go fast. It burns to go slow. You were going at a good pace, so that was really good. With that, an advanced version, could he lift his feet up and do that at the same time?
Definitely.
Can you show us?
An advanced version, he would be here and his feet stay in the air the whole time.
And the more he leans back, the better it is?
As long as he's supporting that lower back, okay, he wants it very, very tight. So he needs to feel that those abs are actually working to hold him up right now.
Wonderful. Thanks, Terrence. I know you need a break. Are you okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Is there anything he can do while sitting down with the medicine ball? Like with his legs, any exercise he can do with his legs while sitting down? Because I know everybody may have bad knees and can't do all the lunges. Is there any exercise he can do with his legs on the floor?
There are some, like he can put the medicine ball between his legs now. All right, and what he can do is have his hands underneath his buttocks and try lifting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you need the 8-pound?
I'll try to tell you.
Okay.
Okay. So just
Wow.
lifting that, he's really working a whole sheet of muscles.
Where are you feeling it, Terrence?
Quads and abs.
Awesome. Awesome. Good. Now, how do you stretch your groin? Because I've always wanted to know, because I mean, he said he's working his groin. Do you do the butterfly stretches to stretch your groin?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That may be something you need to do afterwards. After you do a full body workout of this, I understand, after you do a full body workout like this, how important is it to stretch?
It's extremely important.
Okay.
Okay, because your muscles are very fatigued, they're sore, and when you're working out with any kind of resistance training, you're doing little muscle tears. And so what we need to do is and they're shortening when you're training, but then you need to elongate them again. Okay, so by stretching, that'll help with some of the soreness that's building.
So can you show us some stretches, some good stretches to do after this exercise? You can go ahead and hand me the ball. You need to stretch.
Okay. Some of the ones, if he's doing, if you're doing a quad exercise, if you want to do the standing, where you kind of like make sure, press your hips forward and bringing this here. You're also going to want to get your hip flexor, so you can go down on the ground, you're here, okay, lean forward, and that will release that hip flexor.
So it's just like a lunge. So I'm gonna face this direction. I'm lunging down and I'm leaning forward into it. Got it. Oh, I felt that. Oh my goodness. Try that at home.
You want to do that on both sides so that you make sure that you get.
And as he gets down, how many seconds should you count? Because I'm always just wondering, like, how long should I stretch this muscle out?
Well, do it for at least 15 seconds.
Okay.
To feel it, to really loosen it up. If you still feel tight, do it again.
Okay.
Okay. To get some of that to loosen up.
Okay, that's lower body. What upper body stretches could he do?
Some upper body that we can tend to do is you want to go chin to chest. So you're going to have your whole body, bring it chin to chest.
Chin to chest, okay.
You can stretch your arms out to get the chest released. Another one, bringing your shoulders over to really stretch out that whole shoulder area. You'll also do the other side.
And while he's doing that, he's pushing his arm towards his chest. I really feel that. That's a good one. And what about tricep stretches?
You want to pull here. You want to grab a hold of this elbow and bring it behind your head so it's dropping straight behind your head. To give it a little extra on your sides, turn into it, and that can also help stretch the whole side of your body in your oblique area. And you'll do that on each side.
And turn into it. So turning into it gives that extra stretch.
Extra stretch.
Wonderful. Great, thank you so much for that. I mean, that's just so much that I've learned today. Where can you get like the medicine balls from? Can you get it from a fitness store or like a big retail store as well?
I mean, of course.
I mean, you don't have to say any names.
Yes.
I'll call it.
Of course, at a gym, you know, we have a place that we can go that we can, you know, try to get at a discount. But regular, yes, any regular fitness store that carries any type of fitness equipment, you can receive.
Okay. And for people who probably may not have them in a fitness store, can you do a lot of those same exercises with a barbell or dumbbell? So that's another option you can do if you're not able to find a medicine ball. That is awesome. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Face the Facts. Thank you so much for joining us this time, and we'll check you next time. Also, make sure you check us out on YouTube. Also, we have a Facebook page, FaceTheFactsFitness.com excuse me, I think it's Facebook /Face the Facts Fitness. So check us out on those, like our page, make any comments. If you have questions, we'll be happy to address any questions that you have. Actually, I welcome the questions because you guys ask good questions that I don't even know about. So that gives me good options and topics to discuss on the next episodes. So be sure to write comments. If you didn't like something, I can take criticism fairly well, not too harsh, but I can take it. And if you have any extra advice that you want to give me, please visit us on YouTube and Facebook. And we'd love to have you on our show. So even if you have some suggestions and you want your face put on another show, we may be able to flash your face up and put a question underneath it. So just make sure you check us out, and we'll catch you next time on Face the Facts. Thanks for joining. See you next time.
Day you stepped into the world.